I'm curious about how you both obtain wisdom, because you clearly know how to do it. How do you get wisdom?
Well,
Make a lot of mistakes.
yeah. I mean, we would clearly say that. I mean, Jesus is wisdom. I mean, scriptures talk about that Jesus is the fullness of wisdom. And so the closer you get to him, the more wise you become. There's this guy in the Old Testament whose name was Daniel. And it says Daniel was 10 times greater in wisdom and in understanding than all the people around him. And it wasn't through, I mean, sure, he studied, he did all those things, but there was something more. And that's his relationship with God, who knows everything. So I'm just a firm believer that if I walk in hunger and humility, as in I've never arrived, I've never know everything, but in this pursuit of a heart to continually learn and open to being, I'm continually adjusting and changing and growing permanently in my relationship with the Father.
When you say relationship with God, how can you have a relationship with something that you don't see, touch, and feel? And how do you have a relationship with God?
Oh, it's like, where do you want to start with that one? I mean, I guess, I grew up in an environment or a home that was probably more evangelical, very traditional Christian. You go to church, you sing the song, God is distant, and scared of getting it wrong. And I left school and worked on a large station, 12,000 sheep, 500 cattle, horses and dogs, 20 guys, 17, 18, 19, that didn't come from the background that I came from, complete opposite. And so everything that I believed got challenged. Why do you believe what you believe? And all I could answer was because the Bible says. And there's got to be more than that. And so for me personally, that was where the point I said, God, if you're for real, I want to know you. Like, where are you? I can't see you, I can't touch you, but I must have more than just what this Bible says. And that started my personal pursuit of knowing him as my friend. And that was 20 years ago. And so I'd be riding my horse and I'd get songs. I'd be sitting in my room and I'd feel his presence, the comfort, the peace of God, that I've come to learn that is who he is. I'd be reading his Bible and reading the Word, and things would stand out to me, and I've grown to learn and to hear his voice. Just like when you first meet a person of the opposite sex that you think, I'd love to build a relationship with that person, it does take time. You grow in that relationship, but it's this heart desire and pursuit to pursue that.
What does his presence feel like?
For me?
Yeah.
His presence, for me, just feels like, well, if I just pause for a moment and become aware of his presence right now.
Totally.
Yeah, his presence just feels like warmth over my back and over my neck. It's just like, it says in his presence is perfect peace. So when I'm in his presence, it's like he's always here, but it's me becoming aware of him. When I'm aware of him, it's just like everything else comes into alignment and I feel peace. And I'm way more fun to be with when I'm living from that place.
You're not much fun to be around otherwise.
Well, I'm okay. I've got woo as a strength.
That's true.
Yeah. But certainly for our journey and where we've come from and what we're doing now, there's been a lot of change, and whenever there's change, there's anxiety and fear. And so I just become more and more aware of my need for him.
Yeah. That's not what you hear in your average church service in America today. It's more, don't do this, don't do that.
But that's this whole concept of, it goes way back to Adam and Eve had this experience with, they got sown lies. That says the serpent come in and said, did God really say, don't do this, don't do that, stay away? So he sowed in these lives that Adam believed. She's just stupid. That God's distant, that he withholds good things, and he's the God of no. And so since then, we've continued to believe those lies. And Jesus came to destroy the lies. He came to restore relationship with a loving Father. But if my belief is based that God is distant, he's a God who withholds good things, and he's God of no, then I'm just going to reproduce that around me. So we've got to deal with those beliefs to start with.